Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video, and today I will be talking about this lens, which is the Tamron 20mm f2.8. Now this lens was released right about a year ago with its two siblings, the 24 and 35mm variant of it. All of the lenses have pretty much the same characteristics, minus their focal lengths. They all have a 67mm thread diameter. They all are only available in the Sony E mount. And they all are the same size, right around 2.5 to 3 inches. I will go over the more detailed specifications later, but for now, let's go into the field. Hey guys, I am at this beautiful park that's near me. There's a small waterfall right behind me, as you can see. So I will pull out that Tamron lens and I will show you how I use it. So let's go. Okay guys, so here we are at the waterfall. I have these beautiful rocks in the foreground, as you can see, and then the waterfall in the background. I generally manually focus with this lens, so there we go. I have it focused to the waterfall, but I am shooting at f13. That's my aperture, so I can get some of these rocks in the foreground that will also be sharp. I'm also shooting at ISO 200 and 1/13 of a second. I do that to get some detail in the water here, but so it's not like super silky. I just think it's more interesting to see that rather than just a sheet of white. So now I'll go ahead and take my photo, and I'll see you back in the studio. Okay, I have now returned, and I just imported my photo into Lightroom. I'll now go through my editing, and I think I'll do that in a time lapse. Great, here's our final photo, and I will now go over some of the more detailed specifications of this lens. Okay, so first of all, this lens is actually kind of a macro lens. It features a 1:2 magnification ratio, and if you know anything about those, a 1:1 ratio would be if I take a photo of this memory card, the photo would be the same size, like the memory card in the photo would be the same size as the actual memory card. So 1:2 is pretty darn close. I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that. Second of all, it is f2.8. And when speaking with zoom lenses, that is pretty fast. But with the prime lens, you can get lenses with apertures as wide as f1.4 at this focal length. But I really don't think that this is going to be a big deal for a lot of people, because this lens is only $300. If we look at some of the alternatives, such as the Sigma alternative, you're looking at 3 times the price and f1.4. So I think that the trade-off is definitely worth it. And when it comes to landscape photos, I'm generally already shooting at an aperture of f8 or above. So I really don't use f2.8 very much at all. So I just don't see the point in a wider aperture. Although when it comes to low light performance, if you do concerts or events or things like that, you might need that extra few stops of light. So overall, I think this lens is definitely a great deal. I will put a link to it down below if you'd like to purchase it. So I will see you in the next video.